Arsenault, founder of The Global Actor. This week, I'm speaking with the super successful actress, singer, and musician Erica Spires. This winter, Erica makes her Broadway debut in Carousel. And in this episode, we discuss how to manage success.
Great. So once you got the contract, how did you go from there? What was the rehearsal process like?
It was really, really fast. I think I had 3 weeks in which to move my life around. So at the time I had pretty much a full-time job. I had a contract starting with a regional company and, my husband and my cat.
Yeah.
So in about 3 weeks time, I had to be like, I'm sorry, I'm going to New York. I was a crazy mess. I was really nervous. It was that fear of being found out. Like I booked the job, but now it's like, oh gosh, what if I get fired? I didn't feel like I could tell anybody. I didn't know, like it was just very weird. A lot of people had said like, don't, until the contract's signed and that everything's happening, like be quiet about it. But that was really awkward to do because I was dropping out of a show and it just felt really weird. And I felt quite alone. I had a couple people I really turned to for advice about like how to handle everything. Mm-hmm. And one of my friends said to me, Erica, it sounds to me like you're having trouble with success. Like that's the problem. It's not that you can't do this. It's that we prepare ourselves as actors so much for failure. We prepare ourselves for no, that when we hear a yes, we're like, wait, what? I'm not good. What? I was already ready to hear a no. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Thanks so much for sharing that because I don't think we hear that enough. I'm sure you're not the only person that feels that way.
Yeah. It's a little terrifying. Anytime I get any sort of success, I'm always terrified. And then you get up there and it's actually really fun, but it becomes just a mind game with yourself. You've already convinced them. Like, why do we have to then convince ourselves? We should have convinced ourselves before. So that's what I'm really working on right now. That even post once, it's gotten a little better, but then you keep booking a different job, right? And there's always a new skill set. And even if the job that you book next is not as high profile, there's already the expectation people have, oh, she's done this thing. She's supposed to be really good now.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, you kind of just have to just do it and not care what people think. Because you're going to psych yourself out.
Do you have any techniques that work for you? Is it like a physical thing that you have to do or mental mind shift, mindset shifts?
For a long time I was trying to do mental and it just didn't seem to work all that well. So now I'm actually going towards a little more physical of an approach.
Right.
A friend of mine told me that it's very hard to fix a mental problem with a mental solution. Oftentimes we need something physical.
That makes a lot of sense because you just would probably end up obsessing about the things you're supposed to obsess about, right?
Yeah, it's that tape that's running over and over. And so I think, a lot of my friends have done meditation or chanting, and I've only just dabbled. Mm-hmm. But I've noticed that even a little bit of meditation can be very helpful to center yourself. Right. Also, working out does help. So like if I'm really nervous, I find that oftentimes it's because, you're sitting there waiting for an audition or you're waiting there to go on. Mm-hmm. And your body, what happens? We forget to breathe, and then like our cardiovascular system doesn't know what to do with itself, and we start to shake or whatever. So oftentimes those things can be curbed by doing something physical. So I'll do push-ups or jumping jacks. Mm-hmm. I used to think warming up meant warming up my voice and stretching. That's not enough though. The body actually needs to move. Mm-hmm. So that helps. And I have a few people that I call. So I'm like, by the way, I'm getting ready to do something big tomorrow. Can you either A, call me to tell me to get over myself, or B, tell me that I'm good enough, depending on what I need that day.
That's great. So they're your cheerleaders.
Yeah. And it's good to have that support system in place. For me, that's what I need. And I try to do that for other friends as well.
That's great. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, like, so many of my friends go through this, right? Well, everybody, I think, does in a way, whether they say it or not. Mm-hmm. So it's nice if we can be that person for each other.
And are these folks that you call, are they in the industry, are they actors or not? What do you find it helps either way, if they're in the industry or not?
Yeah, I like them to be in the industry.
So they
I
understand.
mean,
They get it.
yeah. I think a lot of it is just because one thing that really helps is knowing that other people who you admire, who are really good at it, are just as nervous.
Yeah, totally.
So you want that back from them to be like, oh, I would freak out over this too. Like, don't worry about it though. You got this.
Yeah.